The way a muscle contraction works is that a signal is sent from the brain down to the spinal cord to a nerve on whichever muscle is attempting to perform a movement. Once the signal reaches the neuromuscular junction, the axon terminal sends neurotransmitters, also known as acetylcholine, to receptors on a muscle fiber, which depolarizes the membrane of the muscle fiber, allowing electrical impulse to travel down the T2 road and open calcium stores, which allows calcium flow and bond with proteins called troponin. A muscle fiber is composed of myofibrils, which contain contractile units called sarcomeres. This whole thing right here. That consists of thick and thin filaments called actin and myosin. This is the actin. This is the myosin. The thick filament myosin is anchored to the M line. The thin filaments actin are anchored to the Z line on the outer edge of the sarcomeres. These two are what make up the action of, also known as the sliding filament mechanism of muscle contraction.
This action happens when the bonded ATP is hydrolyzed by ADP and an inorganic phosphate. This causes the myosin heads to extend and attach to a binding site. On actin forming a cross bridge. Once this happens, an action occurs called the power stroke, which causes the myosin to pull actin closer to the M line, causing the Z lines to move closer together, causing the sarcomere to contract. Without calcium being present, none of this is possible, because when calcium ions bond with the troponin, that displaces tropomyosin, which frees up the bonding sites. This is tropomyosin, by the way, which frees up the bonding sites on actin. If calcium ions were not present, the binding sites would not be covered by tropomyosin, or would be covered by tropomyosin, and the myosin heads would not be able to connect with the binding sites, because our tropomyosin here, the little string, would be in the way. With all of this happening, the myofibrils and the muscle fibers contracting, this causes the muscle to shorten, and that is what makes a muscle contract.